Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Randomizer Best Ball stream. I have brought in my pal, a true best ball grinder, a man who I once went hiking with in Yosemite National Park, as our president likes to call it. And he was over here grinding these best ball drafts. And I said, once we got on Underdog, I had to get him on to draft with me. It is, of course, Mr. Peter Jennings, aka CSURAM88. How we doing, buddy?
I'm great, man. Stoked to be doing this with you. Love that we're on Underdog, and yeah, hopefully I don't embarrass myself too much, but it should be fun.
Yeah, and everyone, Peter is in for a treat because he is not familiar with the format of this show. I gave him like a 10-second description of it, so we are going to give him a trial by fire tonight. As you guys can see, I just registered for a $3 12-man draft on Underdog. It looks like we have about 4 more spots filled if you'd like to come and join us. Now, this is this can be a thorn in our side, Pete, because these guys will be watching the stream and in the draft with us, and we might get very specific prompts, and then they have the choice to screw with us or be nice, friendly people. So I'm just warning you about this ahead of time.
All right. Well, it sounds fun. I'm excited to do this, and yeah, I imagine we're going to be in for some tricky picks, huh?
We are. We got a lot of Pete special suggestions tonight. So we will have a lot of fun with it. Pete,
we got to get Amari Cooper, it sounds like.
That's definitely something we're going to have to try to do. I mean, are you in on Amari this year? Because I haven't heard your official 2020 take on Amari yet.
I mean, what kind of question is that? I'm in on Amari.
There you go.
I do think, I mean, he's more expensive than he's been. It was a lot easier to buy, quote unquote, low, but yeah, I'm very bullish on the Dallas offense. And I think Amari, I mean, I think he's set up really well to have a big year. It's just, you know, it's harder for him to pay off in a big way given his price, but still like Amari. All
right. So Pete, we pick from the 1-8 slot. So because we have to spin before each wheel or before each pick, that can get a little tricky on the turn. I say we get our first spin under our belt here. The draft is going to start in a few seconds, but I say we get the lay of the land here, see what we're working with. The chat is popping. They are ready. There can be some landmines here, Pete. So let's just see how we do here for this first one out of the gate.
Okay.
Oh, Pete, this one's easy.
Okay, that's really easy. I like that.
So, but we're going to have to hear your rationale for this. I mean, you famously have played with luminaries such as Tiger Woods, Condoleezza Rice. I mean, which of these first-round players do you think would be particularly fun to play with?
I mean, any of them, right? So, like, that's the best part. I mean, not to cop out, but I'd love to play golf with a lot of these guys. Yeah, can you imagine Derrick Henry hitting a golf ball? That's the thing about golf. Like, you see it with like the NBA guys, you know, during the bubble when they're playing golf. Like, golf is the one sport that can make any athletic person look really unathletic. So it'd be fun to see.
Yeah. So is your angle who would be the best personality to hang out with, or just your morbid curiosity to see Derrick Henry try to drive a golf ball?
Yeah, Derrick Henry would be funny to see. And yeah, of course. I mean, golf, that's the best part of it, is being out there with the person. So maybe we go with maybe not the chalk. Should I go with the chalkier pick here?
So the chat has been mentioning the tight ends, Kelsey and Kittle, but I want you. We got 20 seconds here.
I was either going to say Derrick Henry, because he'd be fun to watch, or Julio Jones, who's a big businessman and could potentially be someone we learn a lot from. So
okay.
either one of those I'm fine with. You choose.
Let's go. I like your first Derrick Henry. I want to see the big dog bring out the big dog on that first tee box and just rip it 450 yards down the fairway.
Oh, What are the odds that I could hit a golf ball farther than Derrick Henry?
Actually, so yes, in which direction?
I'm not short, but I'm not long in terms of my golf game.
Yeah. I mean, if Derrick Henry gets a hold of it, I mean, that thing, oh boy, we're getting all the Pete suggestions out of the way early. So, Pete, this is a guy that you are quote unquote bullish on. One of the bingo phrases when you're listening to a CSURAM88 podcast.
Oh,
I mean, who of these guys here are you particularly quote unquote bullish
tight
on?
ends. Let's hope. I hope to God one of the tight ends falls to us somehow. I don't know if it's going to happen, but yeah, I still think these guys are undervalued. I really do. There's certainly guys you can make cases for. Mark Andrews was awesome last year and should catch a lot of touchdowns and benefits from Lamar scrambling and buying time, and definitely the best red zone target. Waller had a great year, super athletic. If Ingram can stay healthy, he's got a ton of talent. You go down the list. There's arguments to be made, but I still think there's a huge difference between the top tier two guys and then the fall off. And Zach Ertz should be good too. I think Zach Ertz is my number 3, potentially ahead of. On the scoring, I guess you have to go Andrews just because of the TD equity, but Zach Ertz still should be pretty heavily involved. So, yeah.
In all of the win rate data that the guys at RotoViz have done have back tested what you're saying too of how important that elite tight end is early, and it also allows us to only have to draft one other tight end in this format. I assume that's the route you go when you get an elite one.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I'm that. Couple years or 2 years ago when I won all the money, I was all in on those guys. And this year I had a decent year for breaking tournaments. My cash game results on draft were really strong. And my biggest priority was getting those elite tight ends in all formats. And I'm going to do the same thing this year. I just think there's so much value, and specifically Kelsey and Kittle in their own tier by quite a big margin. So hopefully they don't get drafted here these next 3 picks.
Hey Pete, can you do you have any additional lighting in that cave of yours right now? It's a little dark.
It is extremely dark, and
that's a little better.
I do not have any additional lighting, which is a disaster. If you've watched recently, all my content's been done out of my closet, which is not ideal, but we're making it work right now. So.
Okay, the chat is after us. Belair and Willis, who are both watching, just took our 2 elite tight ends, Pete. So we need quickly best available here on the board.
Yeah, Kenyon Drake for sure. Very bullish on the Arizona offense. I think he's a phenomenal talent. I was buying him. I know the ADP's high now, but he's clearly the best player on the board, and we need running backs early. So I like Kenyon Drake a lot, and he benefits from playing with a mobile quarterback, which that's tested as well. It really helps to play with a mobile quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if you know.
Come on.
I don't know if you know, Pete, but I'm pretty anti running back, and so this start that we have right now, my testosterone is just.
I know you're 0 RB.
No. Look. I get it. I mean, you could do worse. Okay. The thing is, my thing with the robust RB drafters, what they don't know is that you actually stop drafting them once you expend, the first 3 rounds of draft capital on them. You have to go hyper fragile strategy in one direction or the other. But Pete, people just love running backs. They can't stop drafting them.
I mean, I think the way it's structured this year, grab a couple early and then just go away from them. That's my strategy.
Yep, that's the thing. But people, that's what I'm saying. They can't go away from. They're just like, I love running backs. I love them. Someone wanted to ask you. Harbs wanted to know chances of Kittle outscoring Kelsey this year. You got to take on that.
If he stays healthy, 50%. Kittle is a beast. I mean, Kittle is unbelievable. So, trying to brighten up my screen. Maybe that'll help me be a little brighter.
Okay, Pete. Are you familiar with?
But I do think Kelsey. Has a much better chance because he's more likely to stay healthy, and he has Mahomes.
Okay, we got to transition, Pete. We need to draft a player who went to LSU. So, I mean, what is that? We got the Odell and Jarvis Landry guys.
I was thinking of Odell initially, but I don't know if Odell's going to get back to us, is he?
It'll be close. I'm trying to think who else here. I mean, we're not taking Joe Burrow. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is already gone.
Yeah. They have a lot of linemen that make it there. Patrick Peterson is really good. We can't draft him. Leonard Fournette, we could go really early on him. Yeah, it's basically the only guys you can really take are Beckham and Fournette, I guess. Jarvis Landry. It's one of those three, right?
Yeah. Wait. Did someone said Chark? Did DJ Chark go to LSU? That doesn't seem right, does it?
I have no clue. I don't think he did, but I don't have conviction.
So Leonard Fournette went to LSU. Wow, that is true. I completely forgot that. I mean, we could just go all high testosterone, 3 running backs start here.
I mean, that's on brand for you, right? Just ditch the 0 RB and just go all in on. Chark.
Yeah, we're everyone is giving us Chark. I mean, I like that option too. Who do you take though, Chark or Odell? I haven't been drafting a lot of Odell this year.
I would definitely take Odell still, personally.
Yeah.
But I get it. Yeah, Chark did go to LSU. Wow. I would definitely go with Odell, though. I mean, I think Odell is a good buy low candidate this year. I mean, he's still so talented, huge big play potential. Everything went wrong last year. I'll bank on a little regression. Sounds like you're not high on him at all, though.
It's more, I don't mind him. I've just been drafting other wide receivers in this range. Like I'm always taking A.J. Brown or Calvin Ridley over Odell.
I love those guys, yeah.
Dubner takes Odell from us, so now he's really putting the screws to us with the Fournette and Chark decision.
We should take Chark, right?
I love Chark. I mean, it's early in a normal ADP sense, but when you adjust for randomizer ADP, it's a smash pick.
What about just going straight the power running backs here?
Do you want to do it? Because we could.
Let's do it.
You want to do Fournette?
Are we going to get – there's not stuff that's going to just like pigeonhole us into running backs, is there?
I mean, I can't the randomizer works in mysterious ways, Peter.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go with Leonard Fournette. I think that's the move.
Okay, we're doing it. We're going high testosterone tonight. I'm away from all the cucks I normally draft with. Pete and I are pounding protein shakes. Maybe we do a little push-ups later. That's the draft we're doing.
Some push-ups.
I do have a prompt in here that involves some push-ups.
All right, let's see.
Here we go.
This is a pretty cool wheel. Names.com.
Thank you. Yeah. Please don't tell any people. Oh, boy. This one is tough, Pete. This one is real tough. You must pick a player you absolutely have no interest in drafting. I need you to look at this board.
The top guy that hopefully doesn't fall to us is Todd Gurley. I had zero interest in Todd Gurley.
Yeah, as Henry says, we just took a guy we had no interest in drafting, and now we're going to have to do it again. I'm with you. I don't have any Todd Gurley. I have no Melvin Gordon. I have no David Johnson. I have no Le'Veon Bell.
I don't like any of those guys either.
Yeah, so Todd Gurley did go, so we're put out of our misery there.
Go to wide receiver. Who's a wide receiver I haven't taken, so we can at least go there?
No, Pete. We have to go truly someone that we just absolutely hate. See, the thing is I like
quarterback here.
Do you truly dislike Dak Prescott or Kyler? I don't think in your heart of hearts you do. No. I think, Pete, the spirit of the prompt, we're on the clock right now.
Gordon. I have drafted 0 Melvin Gordon. I don't get the ADP. I think Lindsey's going to play a lot. It doesn't make sense to me.
I do not like Melvin Gordon at all. Even, Pete doesn't like Melvin Gordon because you still got a little Denver Broncos homer in you too. I know it.
Of course I do. And I don't like that pick. I mean, holy cow.
Look at this team, Pete. Look at this team. I feel like I've just done 100 push-ups after these 4 picks.
I mean, jeez.
4 straight running backs. What has happened to us, Peter?
That is not what I would want to do.
Then we are living up to the spirit. Okay, Pete. Time to draft a young buck.
Okay, 21. Let's look at the list. How old is Jonathan Taylor? He's another running back that we'd have to draft.
Okay, we should try to find a 21-year-old wide receiver.
We have to find a wide receiver.
Okay, let's see. Chat, you guys are going to have to help us out here. Let's just scroll. Terry McLaurin's older. DK Metcalf is older.
Go to the wide receivers.
Let's see here.
Oh, they're all old. Marquise Brown might be 21.
Is he?
Oh, that'd be perfect. 23.
23. So we're gonna need someone real young. Chat, Rager. Oh, chat's giving us Rager. I do love me some Jalen Rager. You got any love for him?
Sure. Yeah, I do. Of course.
I mean, it's early, but yeah, 21.
Right now, but like, where's he? What's his ADP?
Let's see here, 109. So it's a little rich, but the chat also.
No, there's no young tight ends. How old's Hawkinson?
No, he's too old. I mean, Cole Kmet would be the only one that's that age. TJ Hawkinson, 23. 21's tough.
21
Chad,
is really tough.
Everyone wants us to draft Laviska. Trust me, we are going to have lots of opportunities to draft.
All right, let's draft bigger. I mean, who else are we going to possibly draft?
Guys, Rojo is not 21 years old. Dude bro says Akers. We can't do another running back. We can't do 5 running backs. Can we?
We could.
Oh
I don't want to get stuck because that means we're trending towards drafting like 8 running backs.
I mean, Akers is a better pick by ADP, and he is definitely 21. I mean, Pete.
All right, I'm in on Akers.
The chat really wants us to draft 5 running backs because they know that it just destroys me inside to draft this many.
At least you have a little bit of a hedge for your teams. You don't draft any running backs, and now
look at this sexy guy here, Justin Fan, wanting us to take Cam Akers. I mean, if Justin wants us to, I think
that's a lock. That's a lock. Then if Justin's telling us that's what we got to do, it's a lock.
Okay.
Not a big fan. Have you seen him? He's been announcing NBA games.
Really?
Yeah. The Action Network guys, they're literally on. You just NBA League Pass subscriber. You can turn on to hear those guys announce the game. Gambling take on the games. NBA forward thinking, huh?
Look at that. Are you doing any of those?
No, I am doing golf and letting Justin and our NBA experts handle that, and they're certainly doing a much better job than I would.
Yeah, last night, Pete, I did a draft, and I stumbled into a drinking game where I had to take a drink every time this guy didn't draft a wide receiver. He didn't draft a wide receiver until like the 15th round. I got hammered. And now Devin says we're drafting as if everyone else has to take a shot every time you pass on a wide receiver. I mean, 5 running backs, Pete. We must be done with running backs.
I don't want any more running backs.
We got to be done. Yes, if this team wins, that means I had just an atrocious year in season-long fantasy if this team wins.
Hedge life. Perfect.
Hedge life in our $3? Okay.
This is good.
Okay. You must draft someone with an initial.
AJ Green, I think, is still available.
J.K. Dobbins. We can't. I got to get off of running backs.
Just unclick running back.
We're unclicking running backs, guys. Hang on. Why am I still? There we go. Okay. AJ Green. That's a good call. Clicked it wrong.
Oh, no.
Someone just took him. Come on. Okay. This is getting gross fast. This is getting gross. Henry Ruggs III. Does that count? What did it say? With an initial? No. Oh boy, Pete. Oh boy. This looks bad. TJ Hawkinson.
It's not the worst.
Hawk, yeah. Guys, no, we can't do Dobbins. We can't. He's gone, right? Did he go?
What about quarterback? No quarterback has an initial in their name, right?
Let's see. Initial with a quarterback does not look like it. I think Hawk. I'm high on Hawk this year, man.
Me too. I love Hawkinson. That's
Hawk,
one
and
we don't want to go J.K. Dobbins.
People are trying to get us to do OJ. They want us. We've already had this debate.
OJ Howard. I mean, geez, that guy cost me a house last year.
Oh yeah. So someone they're trying to tap into our Broncos homerism with a little KJ Hamler. That feels early. Let's see.
Hawkinson is probably our best bet.
The prompt, Harbs, is we must draft someone with an initial in their name. It is pretty gross. I think we are on the clock. I think it's got to be Hawkinson.
Oh, DeAndre Swift probably. Does the D count as
I don't think so. I don't think that counts.
Let's go Hawkinson. Hawkinson's good.
All right. Let's do Hawkinson here. Let's do Hawkinson. Okay. Let's check at this team right now. Derrick Henry, Kenyon Drake, Leonard Fournette, Melvin Gordon, Cam Akers, TJ Hawkinson.
Not awful.
Oh, Pete.
What's the best? Have you had any randomizer teams like actually work out like at all these?
Well, so it's funny you say that. I do want to give a plug. Cody Carpentier, who is in the chat here, he has created a league on MFL where he is inputting every randomizer team. So this team, when we're done, he'll put it in. And at the end of the season, we will see which randomizer team is king. Check my timeline for that. Cody just doing the Lord's work, inputting all those teams over there. So yes, we will find out.
That is, I'm impressed.
Okay, let's spin again here. We're coming fast and furious here. Pete, how are you enjoying the randomizer so far?
I am. I'm enjoying it. I was looking at some golf stuff just briefly there for a second, but yeah, I am. I'm enjoying it. I want some non-running back picks though.
Okay, Pete. So this is a prompt from my friend Carl Jr. on Twitter. He has been ghostwriting some of these prompts for me, and he has a very sick brain. And this is the prompt. Pete has 2 facts and a lie about Lions. If a guest guesses the lie correctly, draft best available player. If it's the wrong answer, we must draft a Detroit Lion.
Okay.
All right. So, Pete, I'm going to give you these 3 facts about lions right now. Okay. Let me get down here. Okay. Number 1, female lions are the main hunters. That's fact 1. Fact 2, the lion is the 2nd largest cat in the world. Number 3, lions only need 5 to 6 hours of sleep per night. Which one of those is the lie?
The cat is the lion is the 2nd largest.
That is true. It is the tiger is the 1st, the lion is the 2nd. The lie is that lions only need 5 to 6 hours of sleep
I knew
per
that
night.
Females were the hunters, so I had a 50-50 chance.
So they sleep 18 to 20 hours a day. Thank you. Fun fact of the day, which means we now have to draft.
That you always see them sleeping. What am I doing? Come on. I was thinking that they're the biggest cat and that. Stupid. Dang.
So that means we have to do a Detroit Lion. Galladay, DeAndre Swift, Marvin Jones are off the board. We already drafted Hawkinson. That basically leaves us.
Stafford is a great pick.
Stafford is a great pick in consideration of this lineup because we cannot touch Kerryon Johnson right now.
No, we're not going to touch Kerryon.
And
Stafford.
Yeah. He was one of the guys that people have been worried about with the COVID opt-out, but that came and passed today, right?
You would know better than me. I am not on top of the NFL news today. I have been. I was up till 3 a.m, woke up at 5, and have been doing golf and a variety of other things. So
I saw you up early this morning. Is that what you were making sure your PGA Championship lineups were all set?
Yeah, and I'm doing a bunch of betting and just a variety of things around golf. So yeah, I hate waking up early, man. It's the worst.
Yeah, I know. I saw that was your message. You said the biggest luxury in life is getting
true,
to wake up.
It is. Think about it. That means you're not answering to someone. That means you're doing what you want. I mean, obviously there's some scenarios where it's not great if you're just sleeping all the time, but being able to wake up naturally is very healthy and also a huge luxury.
Nick Bird says, is this the longest you've ever gone without a receiver before? Definitely. I feel so naked right now, Pete, without a wide receiver. We need one. We need a receiver badly. The randomizer, please help us out.
The randomizer.
Okay, Pete.
That's easy. That's a good one.
We did lose the Raiders, but we still got the 49ers, the Chargers, and the Rams. I think we just query for wide receiver.
Who?
I'm saying I think we can exclusively look at wide receivers with how badly we need them.
Debo is a freaking great pick if he can get back to us.
Yeah. Are you worried about – I feel like you said you're not on top of news. It seems like the medical reports are a little all over the place with how soon he can come
out. There's a risk, but that's why his ADP is where it is, right?
Yeah.
Probably following this current moment, but I mean, we need a wide receiver bad.
The other guy that I
like Mike Williams a lot. I'm actually very bullish on Mike Williams, so I'm fine going that direction too. I don't like the QB change as much, but I like Mike Williams.
I think both Tyrod and Herbert will be good for him in just pushing the ball downfield a little bit more than Rivers was able to. Yeah. I would say because this team needs just wide receiver production early, I don't know if we have the luxury to wait on Debo. I think we lock up some immediate production with Williams.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Whew, oh man, it feels so good, Pete, to be back to drafting a wide
Williams,
receiver.
he's an alpha wide receiver. He's got some serious upside and some talent.
Wow, Devin, this joke is so deep. Corey Davis, Cole Hardman, and Darius Slayton. Wow, really stretching it with the California there. I love it. Okay, Mike Williams joins the squad.
All right, we're trending. Team is looking pretty good.
We've turned this ship around after the Melvin Gordon and Akers picks.
Melvin Gordon is gross.
Yeah, Kevin is always in the chat trying to get me to draft Chargers, and I never do it. I finally did it. All right, let's keep these picks going. Pete and I, the deck was stacked against us, but I can see the look in Pete's eye. He wants to win the randomizer tournament with this team.
Oh, rock, paper, scissors? What is that?
Oh, you saw that one. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Oh, okay.
The randomizer can really screw us. I sense that.
So I did read that wrong. I thought it meant the pick that we made before. So I thought we would just get to go wide receiver again. It's the pick directly in front of us. We have to make that positional pick. So
oh no,
if someone drafts a running back before us, we have no choice, is what I'm saying. Let's see who picks before us. If it's someone I recognize here, it would be Tolks 1189. I believe that's a friend of the show. And we are about to find out just how friend of the show he is. Look at this, Pete. What do you think of this? Nick saying, if you're in the chat, take a RB. They want to see us suffer, Peter.
I mean, it's pretty. They love to see you suffer. Does anyone ever try to help you out? Like, why would you do that?
No, they love seeing me panic. They love seeing chaos. That's what they want. Our struggle is their pleasure, Pete. We are just puppets here for their enjoyment.
What a life. Did you ever envision that you'd be the randomizer puppet? Is that you think that was your destiny in life?
Pete, you've seen a lot of things I've done in this life, and I continually ask myself how I got to these points. I mean, we're talking about you and I together have duct taped 40s to our hands and played one-handed basketball. And I'm sure you were questioning your life decisions then.
That's when I was most proud of my life.
Pete,
that was great.
Tolks is in the chat here. He has announced himself. We're just going to find out if I like you or not. Everyone wants him too. Pete, what else have you been up to this summer? It sounds like you're playing a lot of golf.
I was playing a lot of golf, and now I've just gotten super busy work-wise. Legal betting here in Colorado has really changed the dynamic, and so I've been firing there and working hard at Action Network and Fantasy Labs. We got some really cool stuff coming out. Excited about the multi-lineup stuff and some sports betting tools we're going to have. In addition to that, been grinding the investment game. I'm sure you're watching some of the investment stuff. We did happy that you're involved in Underdog. The most exciting thing, I mean, Bitcoin's doing well, but I feel like my man's coin, I mean, physical assets are just skyrocketing right now. So I got that thing in a special place, and feeling pretty good. So doing a lot of investments. What about you? What's we were doing push-ups together.
I know. Oh, hang on. We are on the clock. Tolks gifted us a situation. He took Ruggs, which means we get to take a wide receiver. Pete, we got 20 seconds left. Check these guys on the board. Who do you like? Judy. Oh, baby, Pete. No, do you prefer Judy over Ayuk? And I guess Rager's already gone.
I think Judy has potential to be by far the best rookie.
Okay.
Judy has some serious upside. The Broncos, I mean, they're gonna be playing the Chiefs twice, so they're gonna have to be in more of a shootout type scenario. I think that Locke could have a pretty strong year, and Judy is the best route runner by a mile, out of this draft. And Cortland Sutton attracted a ton of attention last year. Noah Fant is certainly someone you have to pay attention to, and they're going to set up a lot of play action. So, yeah, I'm pretty bullish on Judy, to be honest. I think he's probably the guy I like the most in the Broncos offense. I love Sutton, but his price is expensive, and I think Judy's relatively cheap. Uh-oh,
Pete. This is a Pete special here.
Oh, no.
We have to draft a player who has had an Achilles tendon injury. I mean, do you know a bunch of these guys? I don't even know any off the top of my head. Did Emmanuel?
Emmanuel did, but he's probably not going to get back to us. He did rupture his Achilles.
Let's see here. Justin is very excited about this prompt. We need to get Chow on the phone. Oh, that's a good one. Did Preston Williams? Is that what he's coming off of?
ACL.
That's AC. I always mix those up.
Yeah, ACL is way better than Achilles.
Okay, so we need another option if we don't get Sanders. Where are my medical professionals in the chat? Disley?
Tight end. Someone must have.
Let's see here.
Sanders fall. Yes.
Oh, we got him.
Yeah, perfect.
Let your wife know, Pete. We're about to draft Emmanuel.
Pissed at me right now, so that's perfect.
She's pissed at you because you're doing this show and not hanging out with her?
Oh, I've literally for this week, no joke, have not left my office like at all. So she's not happy, but that's all good. Now we drafted Emmanuel Sanders. She's gonna be thrilled.
Last night I was doing the stream and I was getting drunk and I said on the stream, I was like, my wife's going to be pissed at me, and she could hear me and text me and says, why am I going to be pissed at you? I was like, oh, because I'm getting drunk. And she's like, oh yeah, I am pissed at you. So that worked out really well. So I know how it goes, Pete. I know how it goes.
Ashley gave some classic emojis, the smiley face with the tongue out, and yeah, she's happy.
There you go.
Earn some points. There we go.
Pete. Okay. Pete, it's time to pull up this Rolodex here. We're going to need the speakerphone, the most well-connected man in fantasy. It is his time to shine. Who we got on dial here?
Oh, man, I almost went to
You won't even want to say you almost did.
I almost went to a strong one. Screw it. Let me see if this works.
Is Pete going to shoot a shot?
It's too late for Schefter. Let's see.
Some people want you to call Bales.
Bales. I'll call Bales. I'll call Bales.
Bales is going to be so confused.
Friend, yeah. And I'm going to call Levitan next if not.
I tried to call Levitan for one of these, and he didn't answer.
Bales is probably with Pillow Girl.
Someone wants you to call Tiger.
Smiz?
We got a Smiz suggestion.
All right, we'll call Smiz. If
you guys are in this draft, if you don't mind using your full 30 seconds to buy us a little bit more phone time, that would be appreciated. Someone wants you to call Sobel. Someone wants you to call Pillow Girl. Someone wants you to call your wife. Lots of options here, Pete. We got a Cuban.
What call to make?
I want to get Cuban on the randomizer, Pete. Gotta take care of his.
Strong ass, buddy. Strong ass.
It's just him boosting his investment.
That's right. It's true.
Look at all these people you thought were your real friends. They won't even pick up the call for you.
Al, how's it going?
I just picked up and I heard it went beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, sorry. You might be getting a voicemail on the other line. Just so you know, you're on speakerphone. I'm on the randomizer draft with Mans, and we're doing an underdog draft, and the randomizer said we had to call a friend. So I am calling you. I need you to make the pick for us. We're up in how many picks? 2 picks?
2 picks, yep.
2 picks.
What round?
We are in the 11th round.
What's up, Smith?
If you can hear Mans, he just said, "What's up?" We have 5 running backs. We've gone completely against the grain on what Mans likes to do. We have Stafford and Hawkinson, and we have 3 receivers: Mike Williams, Judy, and we just got a great pick in Emmanuel Sanders because we had to draft someone who's had an Achilles tendon injury. So
you phoned Ashley before you phoned me.
I did not phone Ashley. That is a great line. So Cam Newton is who you're going to go with.
I like it. He's there. We need a second quarterback. I like it, Smiz.
Smiz,
give us the pitch on Cam.
Pitch you?
Yeah, pitch us on Cam.
Cam Newton, whenever he's healthy, he never finishes outside of QB5. Your drafting is probably QB14 at this point or somewhere in that range. You can easily pair him moving forward with N'Keal Harry in the 12th and 13th round. And he's Cam freaking Newton.
This guy's a pro. He's a pro. Done, Smiz.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? We use our friend Call a friend very wisely there. Al,
Thank you, Smiz.
Thank you. Say hi to the family for me, and you're the best. Appreciate you, man.
We'll do. Glad to be part of the show.
All right. See ya.
That's all we needed. He's Cam frickin' Newton, Pete.
That was a strong call a friend right there.
That was great. And the nice thing about calling Smiz is Smiz has been doing these drafts. He knows the ADP. He didn't even need you to list off the available. He just immediately knew the pocket of the draft we were in and who we needed.
He's a pro.
He's a pro.
That's all there is to it. He is an absolute pro, and super stoked that he's also involved in Underdog.
Pete, if we can get some wide receivers here, this team can cook. This team can cook.
Oh, we got a great team.
Oh, wow. All right. This is another Carl Jr. special. I'm going to read this one out loud. Both Petes must remain silent until the pick before them is on the clock. I might ignore this part a little bit because it'll be just absolute bad radio if we're silent for 4 minutes. But on a hand count of 3, the players say who they want to draft. If it's the same player, we get to draft that player if we were in mind meld. If not, we have to draft the best available Jaguar. So let's see. I'm not going to make us. Okay, we're about to pick here in a few seconds. So I'm actually going to do it now. We are picking in 2, Pete. Let's look at the board. The next time we talk, I will be doing a countdown.
Remove a position for us.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, starting now. Gosh, why am I so bad at this? Starting now, we will not talk. Three, 2, 1. Allen Lazard. Shit.
No!
But do you know what this is? When God closes a window, he opens a door to our Laviska Shenault, Colorado Jaguar. Can you get excited about Laviska Shenault?
I'm fine with it. He's talented.
It's Visca.
I thought you were going to go Robbie Anderson for sure.
Really? I haven't been drafting Robbie.
I'm not on Robbie Anderson either. I was torn. I don't know where I would go in that spot, but I thought you were going Robbie Anderson.
I do have to give the chat something real quick. Another thing, this show has become a huge Laviska Shenault guy, and I got to give them a little dance party every time we draft Laviska Shenault. Chat, do your Laviska, baby. We did it. The chat goes wild. University of Colorado alum on the Peter Jennings show. What more could you want?
What a pick.
What a pick. We are rallying. We are attacking some of these rookies. We got Williams and Sanders. This team can compete, Peter. That's all we can ask for.
I mean, if we just get 8 receivers, we're in good shape. We just need to keep pounding wide receivers here.
Pound them. Pound them. Let's see. Let's see. No.
I knew I was going to spawn that.
You mushed us so hard. All we got to do is keep pounding wide receivers. Boom. You must draft a running back. That's how cruel the randomizer can be, Pete. Here we go. Back to the running backs. This is where I feel comfortable. This is normally when I'm drafting my second running back, Pete. So a lot of names you got to like here. Who jumps out to you?
I mean, I'm a Duke Johnson fanboy, but he probably won't get back to us.
Okay, he just goes there. Yep. I want to hear. I want everyone here already knows my 0 RB takes. They want to hear Pete's 0 RB target.
We got Damian Harris because we are trying to get some sort of stack going. I mean, I don't know.
That is because we do have. Are you in the Best Ball Mania? Are you aiming for all the double stacks, as much stacking?
Yeah, of course. I think taking team stacks is very valuable, just because the distributions are going to be really good. Yeah.
Some people in the chat tossing out Antonio Gibson. His teammate Darius Geis shouted him out on Twitter today. I don't know if that moves the needle for you, Pete.
I heard from some people that Darius Geis might not play this year.
Whoa, Pete, is this Pete dropping breaking news in here? He's been DMing with Schefter or something. What's the scoop?
Zero has nothing to do with him. But I've heard that the level of conviction is low, but it is a rumor. So
if that's a rumor, I mean, I think we have to take Gibson. I mean, Gibson's a pretty versatile rookie. Sure. He, how much does Adrian Peterson have in the tank? I mean, Gibson, if Geis didn't play, he could be in for a monster role right out of the gate.
I'm in. I am in with that. I like that pick a lot.
There we go. Wow. So like on a scale of 1 to 10, like the source and the credibility of this rumor, what number would you give it?
6.
Okay. All right. That's pretty significant. And was it COVID related for Geis or just kind of general health?
I don't know. I'm
not pumping you for information.
I cannot go any further than that, but I would say 6.
Okay, I'll take it. We add Antonio Gibson.
6, and it's not high, but it's. I went to if it was a 2 or a 3, I wouldn't have said anything. So.
Okay, all right. Hey, no more questions. It led us to Antonio Gibson there. Granted, we did not need a running back, but we got to deal with what we're given. I saw the first few words. So we already have Emmanuel Sanders. So we need
we add Ashley to the show.
Yes, I think we need to.
She's so pissed.
I don't want her to be pissed at me.
Trust me, you don't.
I know. She's savage.
She is. She will get you.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
Hi.
You're on speakerphone and you're on the show.
Great.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
So a prompt came up and it was, you have to draft Emmanuel Sanders or someone Ashley finds attractive. And we already have Emmanuel Sanders, so we need your help on the second part.
Oh my God, another football player that I find attractive?
Yeah, there has to be more than one, right?
Oh, I don't know. I only have eyes for Emmanuel.
How about there's some quarterbacks at the top. Are you a Jimmy G girl?
Yes.
I think that was pretty easy, actually. I mean, she audibly gasped just at the name Jimmy G.
I can't believe I blanked on Jimmy G. Jimmy G he might be tied with Emmanuel.
Wow. Okay, and we already have Emmanuel.
Yeah, but he likes porn stars, so.
Yeah. Okay. No, Ashley, we are going to draft Jimmy G for you, and Pete's going to have to think long and hard about himself after how excited you got about the mere mention of Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay.
Thank you, Ashley.
I still love you, even though you love Jimmy Garoppolo.
Love you and Emmanuel. Bye.
All right. Well, our team is cooking with gas, and maybe I'm in a little less trouble.
But that was what's so funny is she seemed kind of irritated, and then the mere mention of Jimmy Garoppolo, and she was excited. Let's see. She tweeted this earlier. I just saw this pop up. Husband is doing a podcast, and I just heard him mention Amari Cooper. F my life. So you are in the doghouse tonight, I think, Pete.
I was well into the doghouse before.
I would have felt bad. I would have found another guest this week, carved out a little, you can go on a date with Ashley. Now I feel like
but
we already did this one. We're spinning again. Sorry, what were you going to say, Pete?
Oh, dude, this is great. This is fun. And you just I'm out of the doghouse because we got Emmanuel. I mean, how could you be mad at me if we have Emmanuel Sanders and Jimmy Garoppolo?
All right. This is another crazy one from Carl.
I don't even know I used to know the fight song a little bit, but I have no clue now. Like,
I'm gonna help you with this. I had this pulled up. It says Peter J must sing the CSU fight song "Stalwart Rams" before making the next pick. I'm gonna sing it, and you can jump in with me if you feel comfortable here, Pete. Fight on, you stalwart Ram team, gone to the goal. Tear the opponent's line asunder. As down the field we thunder, Knights of the green and gold. Fight with all your might. Fight on, you stalwart Ram team. Fight, fight, fight.
That's the part I still know.
We did it. Oh, my
I used to
goodness.
live by the stadium. I'd go to games. And to be candid, I think I went to enough games that I might have known some of the words. The passion for CSU Ram football when I was at school was not that high. But, yeah, you have some drinks, have a little fun. I'll chip in on the fight.
I think I'm in the doghouse right now, too, because Lauren just texted me and just said, wow, to whatever she just heard emanating from the office. So the prompt, though, allows us now, we get to pick whoever we want because we collectively sang the CSU fight song. So, Pete, we have what I believe you would like to call some optionality here.
Oh, nice word. Yeah, we got a lot of optionality. I'm in on a couple of receivers at the top. I like Renfro and John Ross. Ross, obviously, a much more high risk, high reward. Probably still the fastest guy in the NFL, or right there. Renfro was wildly efficient last year. I think I like Renfro as a safer pick, though. We kind of need some security in receiver, don't we?
Yeah, I agree with that. The only other thing I was checking is if there was any other logical stacks with Cam and Jimmy G. But I don't really see much in that regard. Nikhil's gone. Ayuk's gone. Yeah, so let's you want to do Renfro?
Yeah, I think Renfro is a very safe, and we need points at receiver right now badly. So
we do.
Renfro was incredibly efficient last year. He really was.
So I would say in a perfect world, right, we have, 16, 17, 18. We have 3 more picks left. I would say 2 of them are wide receivers and 1 is tight end.
Yeah.
In a perfect world?
In a perfect world. I agree with that. 100%.
Which the randomizer is not a perfect world. It's a cruel dictatorship. Drew says CSU had the same reaction to optionality as his wife did to Jimmy G.
That's true.
All right, here we go. We must draft someone from the AFC East. I'm going to go ahead and just query to wide receiver and tight end. AFC East. I'm just going to put some guys in here as I grab them. Denzel Mims. Mohamed Sanu. Dawson Knox. Cole Beasley.
Oh, Beasley.
Let's see here. Am I missing anything? I think that might be the extent of our options here.
Those are good options. I feel pretty proud about that.
What Dawson Knox?
Do you think Mims is back to us?
It'll be close based on his ADP 179. The chat was saying Herndon. I'm pretty sure Herndon is long gone. Some people are wondering if we have any love for the rookie tight end, Asiasi. I drafted him on a show with Mike Wright a while ago, but that prompt was we must draft a rookie tight end, and I believe we got that prompt in the second round, Pete. Asiasi in the second round.
That's a tough one.
Okay, so we are on the clock. Mims makes it back.
Right? Don't you?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, we're loading up on these rookies. I mean, 1 or 2 of them got a hit, right?
I mean, it's some upside and just more. I mean, I don't know.
Let's do it. Let's do it. You know,
I have high conviction in Judy being productive if he can stay healthy. So
I think you're one of the first people because, you know, there's lots of people that I know on Lamb. I know people on Ruggs. I know, you know, my buddy Pat's on Rager. We've been drafting Chenault late. I haven't really seen anyone put their flag in the sand, so to speak, for Judy. And it's good to hear it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's like a screaming value at his ADP. I think he's a good pick, but I have conviction. I think he's a great pick for us because I think he's going to be on the field a ton, and he's in a better situation. His ADP would be so much higher, and I think the situation's pretty decent. I don't think it's great, but I think it's fine. I think route running, especially early in their career, is just so critical, and it's going to be a player that they can rely on. So I would much rather have a player like Judy than just like the guy who's freakishly athletic and just a burner. I know Metcalf played well last year, but I like having. He's very skilled for a rookie.
Yeah. All right. Draft a player. This is kind of similar, but it gives us a little more, dare I say, optionality. Draft a player with a suffix in their name. So this can be junior, senior, the third, the fourth, Esquire, MD, PhD. one guy that checks that box, I'm just going to start adding him here, is OJ Howard. Not a bad pick for this build.
I like OJ Howard. I mean, he only cost me a house last year, so I might as well try to get some of it back with this randomizer win.
We could go unstacked Broncos with the 2 rookies, KJ Hamler.
Not interested in Hamler.
JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Meh.
CJ Uzoma.
Pass.
Let's see here. I'm just giving us some options. It does get pretty gross.
Whiteside over Hamler. Hopefully we get OJ Howard.
OJ Howard, I've been starting to draft him, especially in these underdog drafts. Like if I get Kelsey or Kittle and I punt tight end fully, Howard has been a guy I've been taking as that second tight end.
Still super top. Oh, he got drafted. Dang it.
Oh, God. The chat is pissed at me. You are no initials, suffixes. Okay, the chat is pissed at me. The chat is pissed. I read it wrong. Not initials, suffixes. I don't even know if there's any of these suffixes left, guys.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you guys are all mad at me, and you're not giving me other options.
Sanu as senior.
He's gone. Oh, that's actually we can't take another running back, but Benny Snell Jr.
Oh, get Benny Snell the heck out of there. Go to wide receiver. We got to find someone fast.
I know we have 26 seconds. I'm scrolling. I'm scrolling. The chat gets so mad if I don't follow the prompt to the letter of the law. I'm scared of that.
That's fair.
Equanimus St. Brown, right?
That's got to count, right?
That counts. Saint? That has to count. Draft a player with a suffix in their name. If suffix Twitter comes after me and saying Saint isn't a suffix, thank you. Thank you. It counts. All right, we got him. Pete, sometimes grammar Twitter will come after me. We've had battles about alliteration versus assonance on this show. I mean, it gets heated.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, one more pick, Pete. We got to bring this home. I think we want a tight end. Help us, tight end gods. Look at the chat is still pissed. Get out of here. You guys are ridiculous. I'm not going to
draft Amari Cooper.
Too late.
That would have been the best one to get.
The chat can only be mad if they can offer up a better suggestion. Ooh. You must draft a player who plays in one of our home states. Both of our home state is Colorado. That limits us.
We get stuck with a freaking that's bad.
So Font is gone. Who is even the backup tight end on the Broncos, right? They drafted that rookie, right?
Rookie.
What?
We have to go with the rookie. Yeah,
what was his name? And now I'm blanking on it.
You just had him queued up. Hamler or something. Yeah, Hamler, right?
Oh, no. I was thinking of the rookie tight end that they drafted, Albert O.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I say we do it. Albert O, he was a freak prospect. You know, rookie tight ends never produced, but we desperately need a tight end, Pete. If Fant gets
hurt, doesn't have the same bye week as Hawkinson. That's good.
No, I'm not going to spell Albert Akuimbuam, even though I did it for the Roto Underworld draft guide. I think we do it. I think Albert O is the play. It fits our positional need. Albert Okuibunam. See, guys, I can do it. Pete, look at this. I mean, this is a pretty Pete Jennings draft in a lot of ways. We get Emmanuel Sanders and we get Jimmy Garoppolo. We get some Colorado guys, right? And
we just need some serious production out of one of these rookies.
Yeah, we need one of these rookies to be a top 15 wide receiver.
So how many of these randomizer drafts have you done now?
A lot. I need to go here.
I appreciate your contributions to the underdog fantasy ecosystem.
So, well, I had been doing them on drafters before. We recently switched. I'm going to try to pull up the best ball tournament just so you guys can see the amount of teams we've done here. I tweeted this out the other day, but so we've done teams with Leone, Denny Carter, Ben Gretsch, Mike Wright, TJ, Tom Everett Scott, Hermsmeyer, Rebarb, Matt Kelly, Ian, Breakout Finder guys, and Ray Garvin, and then we will add CSU Ram to the best ball randomizer tournament.
What's been the worst draft and what's been the best draft?
So the Mike Wright draft was pretty bad because that was the rookie tight end one. Aussie in the second round, but we ended up double. This was before Cam Newton had even signed with the Pats, Pete, and we handcuffed Stidham with Cam Newton, and boy, did that work out well.
That did work out well. Nice.
Here's a good question for you. I know you'll be excited to ask that. Who do you guys desperately need in golf to make the cut tomorrow?
Oh, I desperately need Ryan Palmer and Matthew Fitzpatrick somehow. But
okay.
I'm in trouble. And the worst part is I'm all over the top of the board. Golf today went as good as possible outside of those two guys, basically.
Yeah.
And Nick Taylor, I should say. So, and unfortunately, those three guys are where I have a lot of leverage, which is no good. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I somehow ended up with 25% a man named Matthias Schwab. I don't know how it happened.
I have him in cash, bro.
You have him in cash? Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
He was 2.5% owned in the Millie.
This
So
is my cash game team. I have Jason Day, Xander, Tony Finau, Morikawa, Matthias Schwab, all under par, all great. Matthew Fitzpatrick, who went freaking 5 over on the back. I mean, just boned me hard in the back.
Did the wind end up being a factor? People were worried about that in the second wave.
I favored it big time, and it did look like it ended up being a pretty big factor. If you look at the leaderboard, almost everyone's from the morning. A couple guys did play well, but yeah, it certainly was a factor, and we'll see. We'll see how it plays out tomorrow. I mean, the thing is, without the wind, there's the fog in the morning, and although the course firms up a little bit, the temperature gets nicer, which is a big factor too. So I think there's definitely a clear edge to the morning guys today, afternoon, tomorrow.
All right, Pete, I want you to give us the pitch, the sales pitch on this team having a chance to win it, and then we will get you on your merry way. Sell the people on this squad.
Well, we got elite running backs. I mean, we're going to just absolutely crush at running back. We're going to get the top running back score by a large margin, and in the flex spot, we're going to crush. Stafford and Hawkinson. Hawkinson somehow is the number 1 tight end. He has the talent to do so. Stafford has a huge bounce back year. On the weeks that Stafford doesn't play great, Cam Newton scores multiple rushing touchdowns. And Jimmy Garoppolo, does well in week 5 or 6. And where we really need help is it's the year of the rookie receiver. That's what we need. Judy, I think, can do well. Mike Williams has some super upside, and Sanders on the Saints. I mean, there's reasons to be optimistic. But yeah, Hawkinson and Stafford are going to have to be horses for us to have a chance.
Renfro was a nice pick. We needed some floor in this crew.
Yeah, I was happy. That was a solid pick considering our.
And we need Hawkinson to ascend to top 5 in type status, and I think he actually has that in his range of outcomes.
Oh, he for sure has that in his range of outcomes, man. Absolutely. Give me what are you doing? That's a sweet shirt too, by the way. What brand is that?
This is Penfield, I believe. Thank you. We were doing push-ups and stuff. All I had been wearing was gym wear for literally 4 months in a row. And then for the randomizer streams, I've started to wear a collared shirt just to feel like something is going on in my life.
You look sharp, buddy.
Thank you. You do too.
No, we gotta get a house in the studio, man. That's the next step up.
I know. Are you guys still looking right now? You got Levitan coming out there. When's he getting out there?
Yeah, moving out here, and absolutely. So, yeah, excited about Levitan, and everyone's moving to Colorado, dude. When are you gonna come back?
Well, I was there 3 times last year. My family's still out there. I think Levitan, he's leaving his basement unfinished. He wants me to come sleep in the basement, is what he said.
Oh, perfect. In an unfinished basement? That sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Pete, you've been mentioning you've been doing a ton of golf stuff. Where can the people find you? Are they going to start seeing you in these best ball streets now that we're off to the races?
Yeah, I absolutely want to get in more best balls. I've played a ton of the $100 3-mans, but haven't done as many at the other drafts. So excited to be in the underdog streets, and I'm optimistic that we're going to continue to have sports. Hopefully, football can learn from the NBA and put in some protocols that make a lot of sense. I think the NBA has been a really good league to, obviously they can't mimic exactly what they're doing, but take some of the protocols that have worked well for them, and hopefully we have a good NFL season. And I'm excited for the best ball streets, man. For sure. Thank you to Peter Jennings for putting his marriage on the line to come and dance with the randomizer tonight. Thank you to Al Smiz and Ashley for contributing. Thank you to the chat for helping us out, except when I mixed up initials and suffix and all that jazz.
I love you guys. We will see you next week for more randomizer fun.
This was fun.